in that fight, I'm fighting the same type of fighter. In this fight, I don't have to do that. I can do this and still have the same outcome. So it's going to be growing pains, and he's going to learn from this fight. The next fight that he get in might be even better than this fight. But what I'm saying is the man had a perfect game plan. I think if he would have fought the way he fought any other time like he did in the past, I think it's a different outcome. I think Xander probably gets dropped, if not stopped.
I'll
Listen,
say
I
this.
don't.
I'll say this. What Dub is saying is very true. 22, and I'm gonna be totally honest, man. Unlike a lot of fighters, he took a very tough fight at home, and that dude was whacking him. I mean, he was hitting him hard. You seen all the sweat and stuff coming off his head, but the fact that Xander kept the phone on the hook, he kept his hand in front of his mouth. His defense was so improved. I think he could be at some point one of the biggest stars in boxing off what we seeing. Because that dude, he
He
really
didn't have
learning.
the phone. He didn't have the phone on the hook. He was holding the damn phone. He was holding the phone.
Yeah, he had it on the hook, man. He wasn't taking off for nothing. He would have, but Free is right. He would have went to bed in the past, but he got so much better. That's one thing. His defense was noticeable.
Listen, man, I just don't want another case where in the past, us Puerto Ricans that like boxing, we root for the Puerto Rican fighters. We're looking for the next big star. I just don't want to happen what happened to Juan Manuel Lopez. He won like his first 30 fights in a row. He looked great. We thought it was Juanma, like we was ready, for the Juanma train. We was ready to put him on that pedestal, and then boom, he hit Salido, and then he got destroyed. And then he fought Salido again, and he got destroyed even worse. So
Y'all got
that's all
Shakur
I'm saying.
Sanchez, man.
That's true. That's true. We do. I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. But
And,
Is he
and
too dark for y'all to accept him?
another thing y'all got to remember is
Is that what it is? See, he too dark for y'all to accept him?
Yeah,
go ahead,
You gotta,
y'all
we
D-Free.
gotta
My
stop.
got
bad,
to
We
D-Free.
gotta
Go
remember
ahead.
stop.
that
Go ahead, Free.
Garcia just came off his biggest win by beating Charles Conwell. So
Yeah.
he had in the mindset, I'm not going out here to lose. I'm going out here to win. I just beat an opponent that a lot of people thought was much better than I was. A lot of people thought Charles Conwell was much better than Garcia, and so Garcia beat him. So he was coming off a big performance, and he's getting in there with an upcoming star. So I think that the atmosphere and the danger that opponent possessed. That's the reason why I gave Xander an A in that fight, because I think he did everything he needed to do in order to win that fight. I keep saying it before. I think if he does anything else, I don't think Xander has the outcome that he was looking for.
D-Free, can I ask you one quick question?
What's up?
You black and what else?
Huh?
You black and what else?
I'm black and Puerto Rican.
Well,
So
that's why you said what you said about
so
Xander.
who's
Okay.
this
No,
bozo? Who's this bozo Melo 7? Because
I don't.
Zayas is not nowhere near where Berlanga is. They're two different fighters, and they came up differently. And Zayas has just became a world champion at 22. Berlanga's never been a world champion
Never
or
been
even
a
close to
champion.
it. So
Never
like
He
been
never
a
even been
champion.
you're
close to
just
being a world
you're just
champion.
trolling, and you're looking stupid because you don't know what you're talking about.
A world champion against who?
I don't know who this bozo is.
Hold on. Let me. Hey, Hot Rod, go ahead. Get in here. Get in here, Hot Rod. Go ahead.
It's good, Hot Rod.
A world champion against who?
Garcia, the same dude that stopped. Well, not stopped. That beat
Charles Conwell.
Charles Conwell.
Who is Charles Conwell?
So man, everybody can't be trashed, bruh.
Like what the fuck? Who did Charles Conwell fight for him to be so elite?
So you don't think Charles Conwell is a decent fighter?
No, he ain't fought nobody.
That is true, champ. Ross, go
Like,
ahead.
let me see this dude fight Fundora. I got Spider Crab sleeping him.
You said,
I want. I mean, I want to fight Fendo.
What you call it? Hold on, what you call it?
Spider Crab.
Spider.
I want him to fight Fendor. He was in line to fight Fendor. Fendor decided to go fight Tim Tszyu for the second time. He dropped the belt.
He
Do
basically
you want to
wanted
see
his
Xander
manager
fight
didn't want
Pandora?
to fight.
I would love to see
want
that
to see him
fight.
fight.
I would
I
love
want
to
to see
see
him
that
fight.
fight.
I think he has the tools to beat a Fendor. If Brian Mendoza could beat Fendor, I don't think Brian Mendoza is better than Xander Zayas.
Brian Mendoza landed a lucky punch.
Yeah, and he did. But I think Xander Zayas had the skills to be able to beat a guy like Fendor. I think what he did last night, if he does that against Fandor, I think he has the same outcome because Fandor doesn't have real good feet. He has okay feet. He has okay feet.
Man, when you 6'7" and you fighting at 154, the only thing and the man, I say it respectfully, the man arms longer than my arms. So
he getting better though too.
And that's another thing. He was just in there with a guy with rangy arms. He was in there with a guy with rangy arms. So that even gives him even more experience to fight a guy like Fandor. He was in there with a guy with long arms. So now he knows what to do with a guy with long arms. Keep that man guessing. Keep him guessing.
You know, this guy Melo 7 is a typical Mexican, you know, going to here singing mariachi, over here talking about Puerto Ricans and other Latinos. But I bet you this, even in drunk, if he had drunk muscles, he wouldn't come and say that to a Puerto Rican's face. Talking all this island shit.
Hey, the chat is the chat. Real quick, the chat is the chat. Let that brother rock. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. I'm just making a clear, you know, a factual, you know, point about, you know.
No, I got you. I mean, Negro will be out of order. They be out of order in the damn.
You know, Mexicans gonna be mad that their fellow fighter lost. That's what happens. When you got a fellow countryman that fights for a living and you expect him to win and he lose, you're gonna be upset. And
he's mad because because last I checked, Chino, who Xander fought last night, was Mexican. So, you know, that's another Mexican that got beat by a Puerto Rican. So you could bring up Josue Vargas all you want, you know, because I know Josue Vargas personally. But, you know, Josue Vargas was a solid fighter, but, you know, he wasn't supposed to be anything special, but he was still a good fighter. You know, calling fighters bums and all of this is crazy to me because I don't call fighters bums. You know what I'm saying? Because I bet you wouldn't be able to tell any of these fighters to their face that they're a bum.
And get what? The bums that people say, and I'm guilty of it. I done called fighters bums before. It is what it is. But them bums will whoop my ass if I get in the ring with them. It is. That's just the truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, my whole thing is when you call a fighter a bum that just won the fight, what do you say about the other fighter? If he's the bum and he won, then the other fighter must have been even worse than that. That's how I look at it.
It's just crazy, man. It's people, the way people talk and stuff, you know, and as if they've been in a ring or if they've been in a street fight or whatever. It's like, it's crazy, man. I never show anybody any disrespect, you know, maybe clowning and stuff, but at the end of the day, man, I respect all these fighters. I'm like my man Just Do Boxing. Look on Q. I get to his, you know, we show and recognize greatness in every fighter, you know what I'm saying? And we call it for what it is. You know, there's really no bias. Of course, we're going to have favorites, but at the end of the day, we got to call it for what we see it and try to keep it honest, but and keep it respectful. These fighters are whipping my ass. I'm telling you that much, you know. Absolutely. And I've interacted with a lot of fighters. You know, we interacted with fighters yesterday, and you know, and I was fortunate enough to hang out with a team. You know, the guys from Dominican Republic, trains in Puerto Rico, and you know, you hear their stories and how they came up and what they have to go through and how hard it is to go through, you know, amateurs and get fights. You know, when you first become a pro, it's not easy at all for any fighter. You know what I'm saying? So.
You gotta put.
It's just crazy to me.
To get to this level, you gotta put true work in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be very disciplined, very bright, and regardless of what we say, we get up here, we talk the sport. You know what I'm saying? I always tell you, I don't live, but I done been in the boxing ring multiple times, but it was sparring and for fun. It wasn't nothing serious, and so. If I had to get back in there and fight today, man, these dudes will beat the shit out of me. They'll beat the shit out of me. Now, if I get a chance to put my hands on you and grab your ass, it's a whole different story.
But, hey, Dub, that heavyweight that took a picture with, do you know his hand was bigger than mine? By a lot.
Ali Feliz?
You know bro, you know heavyweights got heavy hands.
Why you
I'm talking about his hand was twice the size of my hand. I couldn't believe it.
I believe it.
Yeah, let's get back to our topic that we were talking about.
Sorry, we off track there.
What you got next on the docket?
We're talking about last night's card, so we could go to the second fight. Does anybody got anything else to say about the Xander fight? You know, I know Hot Rod didn't really get to cook. I think he had to step away if he wanted to talk about it. You know, I don't know. If not, we could go to Shushu.
Nah, I ain't watched that shit last night. OG got better things to
Okay.
You
do.
didn't watch none of it?
No, he ain't
Hell
watched none of it. He
no,
said it last night. He
I
said
ain't
he ain't
watched
watched
that
none of
shit,
it.
bro. If you're
Yeah.
not in a 50-50
I
fight,
remember you
I'm not
telling me that.
wasting my time,
I
OG.
remember you telling me that.
I'm not
Yeah.
wasting my time if it's not a 50-50 fight. I'm not doing it.
Man, look, we gonna have to
Oh,
come
I
with the overhands on your ass someday. But I
You know,
still love you. You
I
my
hear what
brother.
he's
I
saying,
love
but
you. I
All right,
love
but
you. I
let's go
love
to
you.
the
sometimes
shoe shoe.
you
Let's go
want
to
to
the
see
shoe
what
shoe
the up
part.
and coming young guys are. Like me, like I'm more intrigued by the undercard and the young guys coming up to
And,
see,
and,
if they're going to be worth anything, But
and
that's
you know
just
what's
me,
so
I guess.
funny? With you saying that, I thought to myself earlier today, thinking back on the card, I said, man, we didn't watch Shushu, Xander. You know what I'm saying? We didn't watch Emiliano Vargas. We didn't watch these guys come from um, Rohan Polanco. We done watched them be the young guys coming up, right? Being built by Top Rank, and now they the headliners. They the up and coming stars in the sport, and it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see what they got going on right now. So I don't know. I love all of it. I love all of this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I guess it get down to whether you really a fan of boxing or not. Because as much as we used to talk Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, right? We're not talking Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. We're talking about the young guys now that's coming up and putting on for the sport. I think, man,
You
it's special to watch it and being a part of it. I think that's special.
Yeah.
You right. You right. You got the new generation coming up. But I'm not finna be fooled how y'all be fooled. Oh, he the next one up. He the next one up. He ain't fought nobody. How is he the next one up?
Well,
Like I'm not
I'm
lying.
gonna just be honest.
Like y'all was saying, like y'all was
You don't
talking
think
about this
nobody
last night.
can fight
Y'all
him?
was talking about this last night when OG Ohio runs boxes on the panel talking about it last night. How it's not really about who you fought or what have you done. It's really your name. It's your name. And just because you got a big name don't mean you can fight. Just because you don't know that man don't mean that man can't fight.
Agreed. I
Like
agree with that.
people gotta like just because you a name don't mean anything, bro.
But that's
Don't
why I
mean
watch.
nothing.
That's why I
But see,
watch so much boxing. I watch
this
so
is
much just
but
to make sure that I think the eye test go a long way for me. I know people tell me the eye test don't mean nothing, but when I can go and watch these young guys getting the smoke, I
but
gotta give them credit. I gotta give credit what credit is due, and I think credit is due for all these guys. You know what I'm saying? The fights that we seen, I was picking knockouts, and they weren't knocking. They didn't get the knockouts, but they still overcame challenges that. And I think both all between Xander, Shushu, and Rohan, I think they were all in some of the toughest matches they've been in. I'm okay with that. All I'm saying is give them credit. Give them credit. It ain't always gonna be a knockout, but when you get in there and you putting hands on a motherfucker and you boxing well, boxing very well, I gotta give you credit. So go ahead. I apologize. Y'all know I
no.
get on
I
you.
No,
mean,
it's okay. No, it's okay. I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion. I mean, I'm not mad at Hofra. I mean, I would like to try to convince her to look at the young guy, but you like what you like. So I mean, it's okay.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna try to, force it upon anybody. That you like what you like, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
but see,
all I
this
can
is
say is this, I rock. Sometimes, man, I get what you're doing, but you ain't got to be negative, bro. Because this is what the people they want to hear about who fighting, man. That's what we're here to do. If you
yeah.
want to
I
just talk
mean,
about the
What
future,
happened in that Quentin Randall fight, man? Well, I thought
the
Randall
Quinn
was
Randall
gonna
We
got
beat
can
Quinn
that
let's
Randall
man.
talk.
got beat.
We can talk about it. We can talk
What
about it.
we could
happened
go
in
to that.
that?
I thought that was gonna be Rohan's toughest fight, and he made it. He made it look pretty easy, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Mm.
Quinn Randall ain't really had nothing. Ain't really had nothing. He tried to put some punches together, but it didn't really have no effect. He was more so talking to Polanco than he was fighting him. I'm like, man, are you going to fight or are you going to talk?
He was there to survive. He was just surviving.
Yeah, that's all he
That's
was
all he
doing.
was trying to do was survive.
Damn, Randall a glorified sparring partner?
I
Damn.
don't think he live to see again live. It didn't look like that. It looked like he just couldn't hurt him. But he was because Randall was talking greasy, man. You could hear him. He was
Nah,
talking greasy.
he was.
He was talking crazy, man.
You know, he was, but I think he was a little bit frustrated.
Was that pressure
Quentin
too
Randall
much? Was the
he was
pressure too much?
No,
Well,
I don't think the pressure was too much. I just think he was in there with a young line that was just clearly better than him. I mean, Quentin Randall, he tried to throw punches together, but when he did put a combination together, Polanco had something to answer for it. He hit Polanco a couple of times, and Polanco answered every time he got hit. He answered, and Quentin Randall didn't have an answer for Polanco. Polanco had an answer for Quentin Randall, but Quentin Randall didn't have an answer for him. So Polanco wanted to mix it up, but Quentin Randall wasn't trying to mix it up. He was trying to stay on the outside and trying to use the range that he had. And Polanco, I mean, he was just a step too slow. It was like every time he threw something, Polanco would come over top. And once he realized that he was getting counter every time he threw the jab, he stopped throwing the jab. And he just pretty much was just, okay, I'm not gonna get knocked out. I'm not gonna get knocked out. So it wasn't nothing he can do.
It got a little dirty in there a little bit too. I think he got frustrated. I thought he was complaining a little too much and not, worried about trying to do something to Polanco. But Polanco, got frustrated too as well. And there was a couple shots behind the head, or the side of the head. So I got to watch that again. But he was complaining a lot early on, and it looked like he was going to quit at one point. But he finished.
But
the fight,
he had to deal with the racist stuff too, man. Don't forget that part.
There was one Dominican yelling really crazy, stupid shit. But that is true. But that doesn't speak for all Dominicans. We did frontline. We didn't talk about Matias pressing Hitchens yet.
I mean,
Hitchens was there.
Yeah, he was there. But
I'm gonna tell you like this, and I heard the OG say it earlier today. You're not gonna be able to talk that smack to everybody. Somebody's gonna step out there and say, "Look, I'm not trying to have it." And Matias made it his business to pull up on Tio and Richardson Hitchens. He said, "I'm pulling up on both of y'all," and he smacked Tio. And he said, "You say that again, I'm gonna show you." He smacked Tio. I didn't know Matias was that much bigger than those guys. He's much bigger than those guys. I understand why they don't want to get a ring with him. And I
stop it, Free.
He getting money. He getting money too, man.
When you a person that talks a lot, but you really don't back it up, and you get somebody in there that ain't going for all that, you know who the guys that talk to smack to, who not to talk to smack to. You've been around people that talk smack to everybody, and as soon one dude step up, you be like, "Hey, why you ain't got the same energy?" Because he knows that dude ain't going for that. You go ahead and say that if you want to, you're gonna be laying on your back. And that's what Tio saw with Matias. He got it in Matias' face. He waited till there was people between them for him to say what he gotta say. And Matias said, "Hold up, just because these dudes is between us don't mean I ain't gonna reach out and touch you." And he smacked Tio, and Tio ain't said nothing since. And then Richardson Hitchens, he pulled up on Richardson Hitchens, and he told him, "Hey, you got the IBF belt. I got the other belt. I mean, I got the WBC belt. You ain't got to worry about the rehydration clause now. Let's go ahead and mix it up." They're not trying to mix it up with Matias. They ain't trying to do it. I think it's going to be better. It's going to end up coming to where Matias and Gary are going to have to fight each other and then go force these guys to move.
Hold on, Free, real quick. So after the fight, the Pollo Matias fight, they put what's the brother, the UK brother? I ain't real familiar with him. I'm gonna be honest with you. What's his name?
Dalton Smith.
Thank you. They put him in the ring. Matias gonna dog walk this man.
Yeah,
he's gonna dog walk.
He's gonna dog walk him.
But at the same time, if it comes down to, like you brought up earlier, if it comes down to Richardson or Richardson Hitchens or wait a minute, what the hell is Tio at? He's supposedly the lineal champion. He the lineal champion. How he ain't fighting no damn body?
I told you, dog. He got smacked, and he ain't been around since he got smacked. He got smacked, and you ain't seen Tio since then.
Now he's trying to say that if Turkey wants the fight with him and Shakur, he'll do it because Shakur said he wants to fight Tio.
Man, Turkey already done told y'all, I'm not dealing with this brother because this brother get out here lying and capping and doing other stuff. I'm not dealing with him. That's what Turkey said. I
Yeah,
didn't say that.
Turkey said he ain't doing it. But I know Shakur said he wants to fight, but Turkey said he ain't doing it. So it's gonna end up having to be Bob set that fight up in order for that fight to happen. Because Turkey said I'm not dealing with T.O.
That man, hey, shout out to Frank Line, protected custody. That man is in protected custody right now. And I listened to this man shit on Bob Arum, you know what I'm saying, top rank. Who T.O. finna really get a fight with? Y'all tell me. Who he finna really get a fight with?
I don't know. I really don't understand what Teal's motive is and what he wants, and you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just want to ask a question. Is it true that that Matias said he'll give Hitchens 100,000 if he'll sign the contract?
I don't know. I didn't hear that come out.
It was something. I don't know if it was that or he's trying to make a bet with him because Hitchens made the $50,000 bet with Kambosos. He said, if you want, we'll do it for 100,000. I think it was that, or was it to sign the contract? That I'm not sure. What transpired, but they seem to be, respectful. They were clowning and joking, but they were respectful. So.
Hold on, real quick. Let me ask the question. I gotta. If any angle, I'm gonna ask the question. Teofimo Lopez, the quote unquote, they say he was undisputed. I don't think he was ever undisputed.
No.
But a lineal champion right now at 40. Who y'all want to see him fight right now? And I want to say, I want to see him fight Antoine. I want to see him fight Antoine first.
All of them. I got T.O. smoking them all.
Line
them up. Line them up.
What?
Line them up.
I mean, I think T.O.
Hold on, Hot Rod. So you got T.O. over Antoine Russell.
Ben had that. He beat all of them at 140.
What you want to? I don't bet online. I don't bet online.
Matias, so Matias said he was betting 100,000. Thank you, Frontline. 100,000 that he'll KO Hitchens. So I mean, listen, man, I like to talk. I want to line it up. I mean, I just want to see the fights. Hopefully they can make it. I don't understand why Teal's not taking these fights, or looking to make a fight. I don't get it. I don't understand where's his mind. I met somebody this weekend. I knew of him because he's a trainer and he's a cut man, Joe Chiambo. And, he said, we was talking, he said, I would go on people's podcasts. I don't like to do it, but then people are going to ask me about T.O. and I'll never say anything bad about T.O. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, man, I'm loyal to T.O. I've worked with him. He treats me good, whatever. I was like, yeah, I could understand and respect that. And I said, but he's kind of a jerk. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I've never really seen it. He's like the nicest guy in the world around me. And I've seen him with other kids, how he treats them, blah, blah, blah. So I told him what happened when I spoke to him in September at the Michaela Mayer fight, and how he was like, when I came out and I told him, I said, when he was talking and that was the time when he said, whichever monkey wants a banana, they can get it. Something like that, right? He was talking about Crawford and somebody else at the time. And
Abdul Wahid.
Yeah. So when he said that quote, people were asking him. So I came out and said after that was done, I was like, you know what, T.O., man, I give you a lot of credit, man, because you be saying all these crazy things online, but you actually come outside in the fights, you be outside. And then he came out and he said, you know why I do that? You know why I do that? Like real confident. And it's like, he's like, everybody's like, put the phones away, no recording, whatever. Because he was about to say something crazy. And he said, you know why I do that? And I was like, yeah, talk to us. What was that? And I felt like he was trying to G-check me a little bit. He was like, because if anything happens to me, anybody joining to me, then there'll be he put his hand across his throat, like, the kill sign. And that, he said they'll be eliminated. And he said, and their families too. And I was like,
man, this nigga ain't no real gangster like that.
Yeah. So when I told Joe, he said that. He said that. I said, I swear to God, Joe, I swear I wouldn't make this up. I don't know why he said it. I don't know if he said it to intimidate me because I kind of questioned him, even though I was kind of giving him props at the same time. I don't know what it was, but I swear to God, he said that. So yeah. So.
People tell you the craziest stuff, man.
Now he John Gotti. Now he the guy.
No, I will have to agree with Hot Rod. I do think T.O. will smoke them because I don't think either one of them can beat him in a race. I think he'll smoke all of them guys. I think he smoke all them guys in a race. I don't think none of them beat him in a race. But far as a boxing matchup, I think the only person that I think he actually probably will beat is Richardson Hitchens. I don't think he beat Matias, and I don't think
I
he
think
beat
he
Curry.
lose. I think he lose to Hitchens. I think he
I
lose
mean,
that
he
fight.
might. He might. I said
Hitchens is
that's the
not
one I
good,
think that
dog.
he probably beat. I didn't
Hitchens
say
is
he
not
certainly.
good.
He can
I
box
think he
better than Tio
probably beat
can.
Richardson Hitchens, but I think he loses.
Man,
And
what? Oh
he's not
Lord.
trying to get in the ring or
I'll
nothing.
say this. He'll beat Matias because Matias will come right to him. Because anybody that come right to Tio, you know how he do when they come right to him. But Hitchens might be tough. And if we ever see Antoine Russell, the one we seen that night versus El Rayo, that'll be tough. That'll be tough.
Man, if we see any version of Antoine beats, in my personal opinion, I think Antoine beat all these guys. I think Antoine, he is, and when I say this, I say it respectfully. I think it's easy work for Antoine.
Totally
I think he's a
disagree.
much better boxer. He's stronger, a better puncher, more accurate than Tio Hitchens.
We're not talking about Junior, Doug. We're talking about Antoine. We're not talking about Gary Russell.
No, I said Antoine. I literally said Antoine. I didn't say Junior.
He don't
Shout
do
out,
nothing
and
better
shout
than
out to
Tio.
Junior.
OG.
Shout out to
He don't got better
Junior.
footwork. He don't got nothing.
Man,
better
you
than
crazy
Tio.
as man, you crazy as hell.
He ain't got nothing
Wait,
better over
You ain't watched enough boxing in your life, brother.
He ain't better than Tio. He don't do nothing better than Tio.
He do everything better than Tio.
They fight just better.
Antoine does everything better than Tio.
Antoine ain't got shit on Tio.
Man, he do everything better than Tia Female Lopez.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Hot Rock. Keep in mind, all of a sudden, Tio and May, Antoine is the best friend in the world. They're always together now, so I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I don't think we even get that fight. They both said, "Bro, I'm not fighting him. That's my friend."
Man,
they both said that.
If they said that, I didn't hear it. But if they say that, if they said that, then I'm gonna shit on both of them.
He claims that Antoine is his son's godfather, bro. He got a lot of love.
Who cares, man? Stop, man. I don't know what his friend stuff came in boxing. I don't know when individual you could be friends outside of the sport, but like Mike Tyson said, if you my friend, then let's make some money together. Let's get in the ring.
That's not true though. He didn't fight Riddick Bowe. That's not true. He did not fight Riddick Bowe.
Here we go. Y'all best friends. Y'all don't want to make no money.
That's the main thing we need to do together if we friends.
You know, and that's what who said that when we had him on? Randall Bailey said the same thing. You know what? We're not friends if we don't fight. I don't want to be friends with you. We can't make money together. Randall Bailey said that.
Why not?
So
it don't make sense.
That's the green pin. That could be a main event or co-main on a turkey card. I don't understand why they don't want to fight. I don't get it.
I'm with you, Hot Rod. Because if y'all don't want the smoke, stop all the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that talking that y'all doing. Stop the nonsense.
They be going on vacation together, bro. That's kind of tough, man.
I don't give a damn, man. We can go on vacation as much as you want to, nigga. We need to fight. Going on vacation don't make us money. But when we fight each other, that make us money. What are we talking about?
Oh man,
that's the reason why ain't none of them dudes saying Antoine name.
I think Antoine watched all these dudes.
I think Hot Rod believes in Tio more than Tio believes in himself because they can make the fight. Tio ain't trying to make the fight. Tio, quote unquote, is the A side. He's the one that got to send Antoine the contract. Supposedly. He ain't trying to make the fight.
Hold on. Ain't Top Rank doing? They supposed to be doing business with the PBC now, correct?
Yeah, they are.
I don't think that's confirmed yet, though.
I said supposedly. I said supposedly.
No, they are doing business because if you look at the last couple of cards, you've seen Top Rank and PBC fighters fighting each other. They doing business together.
Well, we want to see the smoke then. We want to see the fight.
Well, they're fighting on the same promotion. I mean, the same platform. That's different. But they are doing business together because we done seen multiple PBC fighters fight against top ranked fighters in the last couple of fights that we've seen.
Man, Shakur Stevenson. Hold on. Shakur Stevenson just called this man out, and this man said, "Nope, I don't want that fight." Devin Haney called this man out. He said, "Nope, I don't want this fight." Boots Ennis. He said he wanted the Boots fight. Boots called him. Nope, I don't want that fight.
No,
Hey, I'm glad.
Boots turned that fight now.
Hey, I'm glad we on the
Turkey said
Shakur.
that.
Hey, Shakur on dude Wahid status. You saw what he said about 140? Oh nah,
What'd he say?
they too big. I'm gonna stay at 135.
Hold on.
I
Hey,
ain't feeling
this the
that.
same nigga that said that he
I
wanted
ain't
to
feeling
fight
that,
Conor
man.
Benn.
That's the
He
same
wanted to
thing I
fight Conor
said,
Benn at
OG.
47.
He on some Tank Davis stuff, man. He
Man,
on some
that's
Tank
some
Davis stuff,
some
man.
hoe ass shit. Some hoe
But I
shit.
ain't gonna lie though. The only thing I will say about Abdul did beat two of the welterweight champions. You gotta give him that. Two of the reigning welterweight champions.
You can, OG. You can give him credit. I ain't giving him no
What
damn
credit?
credit.
Hold on. We give him credit for Barrios. The
Yeah,
same nigga.
he
The
knocked
same nigga
Mario
that the
out.
same.
Rehydration clause on?
The same
Who he
nigga
had a
that pulled
rehydration clause
punches.
on?
The same nigga that pulled punches against Manny Pacquiao. We gonna give him credit for that?
Dub, you're not gonna forgive him for that. That was his idol, Dub. I keep telling you that.
I'm
Telling
gonna
you
give
that.
him. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
give
stop
that
this.
man.
Stop, bro. You can't do
Bruh,
this. It's
y'all, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
I give Tank credit for beating Barrios at 140. That ain't got nothing to do with what Barrios doing at 47.
Hold
All
on.
right, we
Dub,
know
the
you a
man said it
fan.
was
You a fan.
he said that was his idol. I don't agree with it, but that's
You
what he
said you just said it. You just said it.
Man, OG, that don't give him an excuse to pull punches.
man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I
If
agree
Dub
with
was
you.
if Dub was playing Carmelo 1-on-1, he
I
would be
would,
going
man.
hard.
I'm trying to put. I'm trying my best to whoop Mellow ass. If I get that opportunity, I'm trying my best.
Okay.
Hey,
Man,
I want to talk.
and the
speak on
reason,
the
hold
elephant
on,
in the
real
room.
quick. And the reason I'm trying my best is because it show respect that I gotta try my best to beat you. He probably gonna he'll put hands on me. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the same time, man, I got so much love and respect for Melo. Nigga, I'm not finna go out there and pull. Man, I ain't pulling a motherfucking thing against his ass.
No, I want to speak on the elephant in the room, and this is going to a fight that we was about to talk about. The elephant in the room is Shushu then came out and spilled the beans and said Rafael Espinoza, I'm calling you out. Yeah, my
Yeah.
team reached out to you. You ain't got no opponent. My
In
team reached out
September,
to you. Let's make that fight.
he gave the date. He said, "You got a fight coming up in September with no opponent. I'm right here, nigga. I'm right here."
Yeah.
He
And
said,
I
my team
apparently
loved
reached
all
out
of
to
that.
you.
I
Let's make
loved
that
all of
fight.
that. I
they've been
loved all of that.
avoiding Shushu and Nick Ball got a contract too, and they didn't want to do it. They wanted to fight somebody else. So two champions didn't want to fight Shushu. I don't believe he's ranked in the IBF. I think that's Angelo Leo. So I don't think they have him ranked in there. So but yeah, I mean, hopefully that fight is next. I mean, they had Espinoza in the building. Espinoza's never been, in any of Shushu's fights when they were at the Garden. So maybe they'll actually make it happen this time. So, they was there for a reason. Everybody okay here? Everybody just like went silent. But
Is that a
anyway,
top?
let's talk
Is
about
that
this
a
fight
top
because I'm about to
contender?
get
Oh,
off.
my bad.
Yeah, I'm
No,
about to
my
get
bad.
out.
I was
Yeah.
on mute.
Is that a
My
top
bad. My
contender?
bad. No, I agree with you. I
Who
agree
who's the
100%.
top contender?
Hold on. I agree 100%
Oh,
that Espinoza, with you being there, you know what I'm saying? Shushu went out his way and pointed at you. He said, "Nah, I want that fight." You know what I'm saying? Man, make that fight happen. Both of y'all on top rank. You know what I'm saying? Make the fight happen. We need to see it. And in my personal opinion, I'm just being honest. I think that leave it on. When I think Shushu, I think he put hands on Espinoza, but we got to see it. We got to see it first. And for him to call him out the way he called him out, I loved it because it ain't like he ducking direct. He ain't ducking nothing. I don't think Shushu ducking nothing. I don't know if Espinoza want to fight Shushu like that. Cool boy, where you at?
he don't want to fight either.
You a
Fighting
champion
Shockey and he fighting Foster.
supposedly. I ain't seen no. I ain't seen no promo. I ain't seen nothing about it. So
Well,
So
maybe that
it's not
happened.
official. It's not official.
it's not really official. There's been talks, and I think it was supposed to be on an undercard of another fight. I'm not too sure, but they didn't announce it. So,
Mm.
I
but
want
he's
to
been
see.
chasing. He's called. I'm sorry. He's called for Fulton as well.
No, I ain't got no problem with it. I want to see that fight. All I'm trying to tell you is man, these niggas, niggas ain't getting the smoke like the old school fighters used to get the smoke. And it wasn't even difficult at that time for them. It wasn't no size of the streets and none of that
Now
bullshit.
you see why I be complaining. Now you see
I
why.
understand. I understand what you and Hot Rod. You said something. It resonated with me. You said, "Man, y'all got to see this shit. Why I don't get a chance to see it? I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad.
Hey, see, this is the reason why I like the
Let me just finish. Let me finish. Free. All I'm saying is the way you said it. I think that's very accurate because back in the day, it wasn't all this nonsense. It wasn't this. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta hear about, well, hey, we got this, and now the whole promotional shit because of Turkey. Now top ranking PBC say they're doing business together. You know what I'm saying? Well, we should get these fights easily. It should be easy. Go ahead. My apologies.
But see, this is the reason why I like these young guys, because these young guys is calling for the smoke. It's the generation before them, the Tank Davis and the Shakur, the Devin, the T.O.s, and those guys that's pretty much the old guys now. They're the old guys now. And Shushu, Abdullah Mason, Xander Zayas, Polanco, those are the young guys. They calling for that smoke. They want to get in there. They're not shying away from you because you got a name and you're a big man in the sport of boxing. No, they want to show that I'm on that level as well. So they going to the smoke. You see, like I said, Shushu called out Espinoza. He said Leo don't want to fight me because he only want to unify the belt. Said Nick Ball didn't want to fight. Cool Boy then moved out of the division. So he like, man, I want all of those guys. And Espinoza, my team reached out to you. Let's make it happen. And we saw they're going the only man at 54, Xander Zayas, called out Bakram. Everybody, I ain't hear not a single person at 54 said they want to fight Bakram except for Xander Zayas. He said, I want that fight now. He ain't got no fight. I want that fight.
The dude that got beat up real bad, Lubin.
I mean,
no, he didn't say he wanted. I didn't hear Xander say he wanted Lubin.
No, he said he wanted
Lubin
Bakram.
said he wanted Bakram.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you okay. You saying that Lubin was the first person calling Bakram out? That's what
Don't do it, Lubin. You're gonna get beat to death. Don't do it.
But I think he's the mandatory.
Lubin.
I think he's the number one contender, or he's like one of the top three guys in that. But Lubin's looking for a title shot. I don't. I mean, what is Lubin? What else is there for Lubin to do? Yeah,
I take that Lubin versus Xander. What's up with that? I take.
But it depends on the rankings. I don't know where he's ranking at sanctioning body. It all depends.
I want to see.
Do y'all
Lubin
like
getting whooped, man? Lubin
That's a good
whooped in that fight
too.
That's
a good fight. I want to see Jaleel Hackett versus Xander. That's what I want to see.
Oh, that's a good one too, OG.
I love that fight.
But where is Hackett ranked at? Is Hackett?
Hold on. They're not even in the same weight class.
No. Jaleel fighting
at
54.
Jaleel
fighting at 54.
I'm about to say you're not at 154.
You forgot that I announced that. I was the first one to announce that and call it, by the way. But you guys go ahead.
Is Hackett ranked? Is Hackett ranked? Can he?
Hold on, real quick,
give him a shot?
Real quick. Dankfather says that Lubin versus Bakram has been ordered. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that.
I got Bakram beating him to death.
He gonna sleep that man.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet neither, but I mean, if it's ordered, so big. Because Bakram don't have a fight lined up. So, and that's the reason why Xander said it last night. He said, yeah, I see you ain't got you looking for a fight. You ain't got no opponent. I'll take that fight. Go ahead and send me the contract. I'll take that fight. I'll fight you in September. So, I mean, like I said, these young guys, they're not a part of that Floyd Mayweather post-fight energy. They're not worried about if they're going to lose their O or not. They trying to get the smoke. I mean, I ain't seen not one of those guys that we consider part of that new class say they didn't want no smoke with any of the upper level guys right now. They all asking for those fights. And you saw what Abdullah Mason said. He said, I want to fight all of them. They were like, what about this guy that's sitting next to you? He said, yeah, I want him too. He said, yeah, I want him too. So I mean, they all want the smoke. So I like these young guys that's coming up. This is the age. I mean, this is the era of where I came from in the early '80s when these guys was getting in there mixing it up with everybody. They didn't care that they was 25 years old, undefeated.
Yeah.
And
We
we
both
need
undefeated.
we need it to happen so my brother Hot Rod can experience what we kind of grew up with. Man, I remember when you call a motherfucker. Excuse my language. When you call somebody out, nah, hey, it's smoke after that. It ain't no ducking. It ain't none of that. If you gonna fight, you gonna fight. And
Hey,
Hot Rod, he done been saying for the longest, man, why I can't get this? Why I
And
can't get what y'all got? And so
that's the reason why Roy got
think,
knocked out.
but I think, man, this is the time for it to happen. We starting to see young guys get in the ring with each other. You know what I'm saying? Devin and Junior. We starting to see these type of things. Man, it should continue. So, brother, like Hot Rod, because if it don't continue, what's gonna happen is the fights, the game gonna fall off. It's gonna fall off. And we need these individuals to get in the ring with each other at a young age. Who knows? We may be able to get trilogies out of some of these things. People forget that some of the greatest fights that we've seen were trilogy fights.
Hey, OG,
That's
I think the difference from today, because I'm way younger than y'all. I think back then, men took honor in their word. All you had was your word and your balls. And I think them fighters back then understood that, like, it wasn't no lying going on. You called me out, let's get it on. I think that's the biggest difference from today. These
Yeah.
dudes and the promoters, everybody be lying. They could just say whatever and get clickbait.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is. I mean, today is the era of the call out. You're gonna get praised for calling people out. You're not getting praised for getting in the ring with them. You're getting praised for the call out. Ain't nobody.
Man, say that again,
Everybody,
OG Free. Say that again.
everybody calling people out, but ain't nobody getting in the ring with each other.
Yeah, that's
Like,
and
I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna call him out.
that's the new strategy.
Which one are you getting in the ring with? Okay, you called out 7 people, but which one of that 7 are you getting? Oh, you getting in the ring with somebody that's not even on the list that you called out?
Facts.
Man, where they do that at?
Yeah. Listen, there's some good points made in the chat and stuff. I know we was going to talk about Shushu. We went back to Xander. I just want to bring up a couple of things. I wouldn't count Lubin out completely in a fight against Bakram. I know you guys, we've seen Lubin get hurt and stopped before, but Lubin's got some new trainers now. He's with a new team. And how good is Bakram really? Like, he looked great against Tim Tszyu.
We
That's
don't
what I'm
know.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't count Lubin out completely. Yes, Bakram was going to be the favorite, and he's be favorite to win. But I'm not going to count Lubin out for an upset. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how good Bakram really is. Because look how Tim Tszyu just did. In his second fight with Fundora. So I'm just saying.
Man, quit on the stool.
Hold on, Bakram been beating people dead.
No.
The guy he's really fought is Tim Tszyu.
BVO. Name another fighter that Bakram done knocked out like he did Tim Tszyu. Name another fighter.
Not notable names, but he still knocked them out.
All right,
Yeah,
so if they're not notable names, then we can't give. I mean, we give him credit for what he did against Tim Tszyu, but he's not the boogeyman like that. Go in. He got to go in there and get the smoke. He got to go in there and get the smoke.
See, OG Thomas. See,
Yes.
I can rebuttal, and with you saying that, okay, Lubin got new coaches. I'm always gonna go with the route of it don't matter who the coach is. The coach can tell you so much. It's up to the player, up to the man in the ring. It's up to you to make the adjustment. It's up to you to adjust. The coach can tell you all the right shit, but if you ain't got the ability or you can't do it, then I don't put much stock in the coach, because these fighters are in the ring, and at the end of the day, the coach can only tell you so much.
And that's fair. That's a very fair point, because sometimes the coach is giving you the right, advice in the corner, but the fighter's just not, doing what the coaches are telling them, or they just can't adjust, and they just can't do it. They just can't do it. The fighter makes better adjustments. I mean, the opponent, makes better adjustments. So that's a very, very fair point. I'm just saying, these are the reasons why I would give him a slight chance to maybe pull off the upset. But at the end of the day, we all going to favor Bakram to win, and we're all going to pick back them to win anyway. We're not going to pick. Nobody's going to pick Lubin to win.
Let me jump in real quick.
Let me do this before you go, B3. Let me do this. My man Tommy's on vacation. He's a nice guy. He won't say this, but let me get a thumbnail together and let's finish this party of a Dub Right Side so my man Tommy can enjoy his vacation. Man. He's not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it as a little bit.
I appreciate that, Dub. I wanted to talk a little bit about Shushu, but at the end of the day, guys, I really appreciate everybody's up here and everybody's opinion. Like, I don't shit on anybody's opinion. You know, maybe we could debate, I could disagree, but I don't shit on anybody's opinion. I think we got a great group of guys that been up here talking their shit, and you know, and that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to give a shout out to everybody. I really wanted to come on here and just talk about what we did yesterday because BVO came to New York, and you know, and I thought I treated him with you know, great respect, and you know, and
you
I
didn't
thought he
get
had
the
a great
man a chop.
time.
Huh? You didn't get him a chopped cheese.
I didn't get him a chopped cheese. You're right. You know what? To be fair, it's his fault because he was supposed to come on Thursday, so we could have had the entire day Friday. You know what I'm saying? So, but next time, you know, I'm hoping maybe one day we could do meetups and stuff like that. But like I said,
Tommy, when I come, I don't damn BVO. When I get up there, I want to chop cheese. I'm just telling you the truth. I just want to chop. That's all that. When I get to New York, we'll do everything else we do. I just want to chop cheese. That's it.
But look, give us 10 minutes. The Sports Talk Network will be right back with our star, Varnell Hill. We're gonna let Puerto Rican Tommy go.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, BVO.
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, I hear him a little bit, but BVO, before we end the live, give me a second. Before we end the live, B3 just got up here, so I want B3 to cook, and then we can close.
No, we'll be here all night.
Appreciate you, Thomas. I just got one question for you, Thomas.
Yeah.
Because you brought up Lubin, his new team, Coach Mike Farrat. What and of course that's the same coach as Berlanga. What were you hearing about Berlanga and Mike Farrat, and kind of what was the reason why Berlanga fought the way he did, the strategy? Did you hear anything about what was happening with the camp? Anything about Berlanga?
Still haven't heard anything. And the last I checked, Berlanga is now going with the narrative of the gloves because he seemed like he made a post recently of Margarito's raps. So it looks like they're going that route, which I think is really a bad look. I don't like it at all. I've been trying to get my boy Socrates, who's really close to Mark and Ray. Ray Farrat is the other trainer. That's their brothers, Mark and Ray Farrat. To find out because he was able to talk to them after the Canelo fight. That's how I knew that Berlanga went in there with a little shoulder injury. But he fought way better in that fight, and he looked bigger in that fight than he did in this fight. So I'm waiting for Sock to come back from DR. He's on vacation, and you know, hopefully he get a touch on him and find out from Ray.
If he can come back. Can come back.
But I will tell you this, and I don't know if you got to hear what I thought. I didn't like the way Berlanga looked at the weigh-in. I didn't like the way he looked walking into the ring. Watch the walk into the ring and watch when he steps on the apron. So that's just my opinion. He didn't look right. I don't think it has nothing to do with the gloves. Maybe he did. 100%. Maybe he had a bad hydration, you know, weight cut. Who knows? But he didn't look like the Berlanga that fought Canelo because the Berlanga that fought Canelo was like 180 pounds or maybe 190. It was ridiculous. So he didn't look like that in this fight. That's all I'm saying. But you know, I don't want to talk about Berlanga.
I'm in full agreement.
Yeah, you know, Berlanga's Berlanga. I just don't want to talk about it because it's upsetting to talk about it. But I'm not going to clown any fighter or like, you know, punish any fighter and you know, and diss any fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, Berlanga said a lot of things that I didn't agree with. The press conference I didn't agree with, and look what happened. You know, so he's got to eat that and he's got to build and come back stronger. So, 100%. You know, whichever route he goes with, it is what it is, you know. So
not even
appreciate that, Thomas.
If Fat Joe back you, man, you're gonna lose. That's just how it goes, man. When Crack backs you, you're gonna lose, man. But yeah, we're gonna do a thumbnail. We're gonna have some fun, man, over at Dub Right Side, man. We're gonna have cussing, fussing, all that, man.
How long you got on it, BB? How long you got on it?
Say it again.
How long you got on it? Because you know, I just go live and act the damn fool anyway. I don't give a damn.
Yo, so what's next for Polanco, man?
Give me 2 minutes to get you a thumbnail, then we get right back on.
And we live at 10. We live at 10, y'all.
You use the same thumbnail. You could just use this one. I mean, we're talking about the fights. I didn't see the Clarissa Shields fight, so man,
real quick
for Polanco, man.
I got 2 things to say real quick. I'm gonna answer your question about Polanco, but with Clarissa Shields, Landy, shout out to New Zealand, man. Shout out to New Zealand. She came out in the first 2 rounds, maybe 3, and literally, I watched her circle the ring before a punch was thrown. I was like, hold on, what is
Nasty.
what is going on? Like what is going on? And then when she started to engage, she just started getting clipped. She got a hell of a chin, and hey, it's female boxing, so I say that respectfully. Clarissa, she ain't got no real power like that.
Not
She
like the
just
book.
hey. But she
You ain't
put
lying.
hands on her, went to the body. Man, it was easy work. It was an easy day for Clarissa, in my opinion. Outside of a motherfucker circling the ring, man.
Yeah,
But OG, you can't say that. You see how we talk about these other fighters that can't cut off the ring. She can't cut off the ring.
No, well, she ended up cutting the ring off at some point in time, but she won every round in that fight. She won every round.
basically saying was that wasn't no fight. That was a farm, man. Like all the forces fight. She ain't got nobody else to fight, man. If you can't bring Layla Ali back from the dead, just go ahead and retire.
Hey, she, with her accomplishments, she fucked up. She should have signed with Jake Paul. Say what y'all want about Jake Paul. Jake don't need boxing. Jake was a known commodity and had money before he laced a pair of gloves up. He didn't need this. And look what he doing for women. She
Well,
fucked up. She fucked
you know
up. She would
that
have been recognized. If Jake would have promoted her, because with the accomplishments she has, she's supposed to be Serena Williams, and she's not. She's not known
She
like
Gino
Serena.
Williams.
She's
She
not
Gino
known.
Williams.
She's not known like Serena, or she don't make the money like Serena. And look what Serena did in tennis. Dominated the sport. She just did the same thing in this sport, and it doesn't reciprocate. I think she fucked up. She should have signed with Jake Paul, man.
But I tell you what, I don't know if you know this. That was the last fight under contract with Salida. So maybe she has an opportunity to sign with him now. I believe that
Yeah.
was the last fight under contract. So she can still sign with MVP right now for the whatever fight she wants to do next. So
Yeah, crawl back and
But
beg
OG,
for a
isn't
chance.
it too late? Isn't it too late though, OG?
I
No,
don't
no,
no. If you're a
it's
free
not too
agent,
late. If you go back and listen to how she talked about it, she said herself she brought up working with is he Jewish? The brother had
Yeah.
the damn cap on.
Salida's
Salida,
Jewish. Yeah, he was a fighter.
All
Yeah.
right, so she said herself that it ain't necessarily solidified that I'm not gonna resign, but at the same time, the way she was kind of talking, it really seemed like she was, hey, we done dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like. I don't know if that's true or not, but we got to see what happens.
Well, I'll
Didn't
tell
she
you
make
this. I
Papoose a
remember
manager?
I was at the press conference after the fights, and somebody asked that about Clarissa to Jake Paul, and he said, I don't mind if the fight makes sense. Then yeah, I don't mind Clarissa signing Clarissa to a fight. I think against Shadaza Green they spoke about because she's under
You
MVP.
talking
So
about Jake?
I don't think the bridge is burned with Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake. They asked him that at the post press fight conference. I don't know if I posted it on my channel. I definitely recorded it. It might be on my channel. If not, I'll post it. But I think somebody definitely asked him about that. And Shadaza Green came up, and then Jake Paul made a smart ass comment saying, "I don't care what anybody says. Amanda Serrano's the GOAT." Like he said that. So I don't totally think the bridge is burned. That's all I'm trying to say.
It
So I think
should
there's
be.
a,
It should be. But Jake got a giving heart, man.
You right, OG BVO, because what she said about that man, I
Yeah.
wouldn't get that lady no cheese. I wouldn't break bread with her with nothing. The way she disrespected Jake Paul, you
Yeah.
ain't getting a cent out of me. But I'm not
You see,
interested in that Shadaza Green fight.
you know what it is,
She got
though?
a lucky win against Savannah Marshall. She need to run that back with Marshall, man. She need to run
Everybody
Nah,
and
that.
their mama,
She
everybody
need
and
to
their
run that
mama
back with
called Jake a
Marshall.
farce, though.
hold on,
You
let me
can't
say
blame
this real
Clarissa.
quick. Let me
Everybody
say
was
this
talking
real
trash
quick.
about Jake.
I'll say this for anybody who don't know. Jehovah's time, so he might give her a shot, but he shouldn't. But I will say Jehovah's
BVO
time,
man,
so
send
he
me the
might.
damn thumbnail so I can move forward. What he doing?
Yo, Dub is great. He's like, oh, you can't
You going
take
live,
this.
OG? You finna go live?
Yeah, I'm about to go live.
Oh yeah.
All right,
let's
guys.
do it.
I really appreciate you guys. I'm serious. I mean, I'll try to catch you guys in a little bit, but I'm on vacation. But
You
I
ain't
appreciate
catching
it. We had a
nobody,
good
man.
time yesterday. That's all I wanted to talk
Hold on.
about.
Where you vacation? Where you at?
I'm home. I haven't left anywhere yet. I'm just saying I'm off for the week, man. I'm trying to,
you gotta go to
get some free
Saratoga,
time, bro.
OG. You gotta go to Saratoga, man.
It's a
OG,
staycation.
you gotta go up. You gotta go to Saratoga, OG. Go bet on them horses, man. What you doing?
I used to bet on horses years ago, but
Man.
I don't do that anymore.
Whatever you do, just remember Tommy don't fly or nothing, so he ain't going
Jesus
too
Christ, I can't with this guy. But yeah, I wanted to get on, show BVO. Look what everybody knows what BVO looks like, and him with Abdullah Mason and some pictures and stuff. I appreciate you guys. This has been great, and I appreciate you guys. This was a dope live. I think everybody made some great points tonight in the chat as well. Appreciate everybody that came through in the chat too. So you guys have a great one. I'm gonna end the stream and do your thing, man. We'll be in touch, man. Salute to you all.
All right, Thomas.
OG.
Peace.
Take care.
All right, good night.